got them from H&M. Look how much weight I'm losing on this new program. Bros, this is actually, if you're looking for a good pair of pants, I looked all over. I actually went to a lot of different stores, and before I wore like Levi's, they were the 511 Levi's. But recently I went to H&M. These are way cheaper than Levi's. Levi's like 65 bucks. You want to, the skinny fit's really nice because it hugs your quad, but then it also comes down to the calf and just like, you don't get this really ugly straight leg look. Anyways, fit really good. They fit like a dream. Like a dream, bros. Welcome to the show. Guys, thanks for helping me hit 15K subs. This is unreal, man. So, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for all the support. Yeah, so, one of the things I get asked a lot, I get a lot of messages to my email, Instagram. You guys can actually follow me on Instagram, by the way. You can hit me up, send me some, you can slide into my DMs. You can find me at Elisha Long, WS, and we can talk more there. So, yeah, look forward to seeing you guys. Elisha Long, WS. Hit me up. Like I was saying, so I do get a lot of messages about sticking to NoFap, a lot of messages, young guys in their college experience. And it seemed depressed, like a lot of you guys seem a little, down in the dumps. You're not really sure the direction, what you're trying to do. You kind of hate school, maybe it's hard to wake up. Maybe you're having trouble with girls. I was thinking on this, because I never really had a college experience. I've actually never went to college, but one thing that's rung true in my life is if I can like get a routine going every day, and not just any time of day, I think the mornings. In the mornings, if you're going to bed real late and you're waking up, just randomly, you're waking up at 8 one day you're waking up at 11, the day sort of can go by in this blur that you're not really productive. If you think about it, we're probably all the most productive first thing in the morning, all right? You have the most energy, you're waking up, you're refreshed after this long night's sleep. And so like that's the time where the hard work should be done first. But if you're sleeping in till 11, it's like, fuck, half my day's gone. What am I doing? So as I was writing this email back to the guy that reached out to me, I was like, dude, look, let's get a routine going. And I think that's what how I want to start this message. Because if the routine's off, everything's going to be sort of off. Some people say they can thrive in chaos. I think most of us prefer order. Like even when your room's dirty, you can't really think in there. You don't want to be there. And if your room, your car, same thing. You don't want to be in your car. So we like order. So let's put some order. And the one thing I like to start with is really trying to get that start to wake up, because I've caught myself doing this quite often. I'll stay up way too late and I'll sleep in about 45 minutes until I got to go to work, and then I'm actually pushing I'm really pushing to get to work on time, and then I'm like, some days I'm a minute late. It's like, no, I can't be doing that. All right, first that's not setting the tempo for the day in a positive light. Like I need to fix that habit. I'm sure some of you guys can relate with that. Let's see, what's up, guys? Where we go? And we got all the people joining. What's up, Jordan? What's up, Brandon? We got Donald Drump. Dude, what? Lepter, Jordan. What's up, bros? Thanks for coming in. Ned Campbell caught me in the middle of a live feed on Facebook. Don't stop, man. You're the force. We need you in there. Dude, what? Guys, so yeah, a little bit about my routine. When it's solid, I'm getting up at the same time every day. I'm going to sleep roughly the same time every night, give or take 30 minutes. And when I get up, I usually meditate, because for me, if I put meditation off, I will not meditate. it's very hard for me to go to work out, do whatever I need to do, and then come back home and meditate. It doesn't happen. You have really the most energy, the most willpower in the morning. So, like I said, if you think meditation is really hard, if you think going on a walk is really hard, do it first thing, right? Put in, and that way everything else is a little bit easier. So after meditation, I have a little coffee. Usually go to the gym after this. Crush it at the gym. Been following this routine, just tearing it up. I'm probably making the most progress I've ever made in the last 4 years. So that feels really good. It just set the fire in me, man. I got that fire back. Like, I've been working out for a long time, guys. And sometimes when you're in the gym for this many years, it gets boring, it gets stale. You're like just going through the motions. So I needed to change and really just riding it all out and sticking to it. Adding a little bit of cardio has really set that, just made me feel better. Like, when I'm walking around, doing the cardio, I've been trying to do a mile or two before my workouts, or a mile before and then some stepper after. You usually stay in the gym for about an hour. I find this is like the right amount of time where I'm not in there too long, and then I just I fizzle out. There's no need to stay in the gym for like, remember Arnold was, yeah, you need to be, I'm in the gym 6 hours a day. It's like, really, dude? 6 hours a day? Come on, man. But that's Arnold, and you know, he was taking steroids, so maybe you could get away with a little bit more crazy training. Dude, what said, where do you see the channel in 5 years? Probably in like a sewer. No, man, gonna keep doing what I do, and just as I grow, you know, sharing all the stuff that helps me in life, and just trying to spread the good message, man, keeping the drive alive. So we'll see. I've got some plans. I mean, we're already working on the monk mode box. Many of you guys know about that. The monk mode box is something that means a lot to me. I've like never done anything like this. Monk mode, you know, every month it's kind of a new theme, and just being on top of that, and the YouTube, I'm not used to that. Like, I'm usually just YouTube focused, and you guys know how it is. You're trying to grow, like when you're trying to start something, you're trying to grow the different social medias. You're trying to keep your routine, like we're talking about today. I gotta work still, right? I'm working 60 hours, so it can be tough. But I mean, this is like, you guys, talking to you gives me hope. Like, I don't come on here just to talk. Like when I come on here, it's usually because I'm dealing with that problem. Like, I'm dealing with the stuff I'm talking to you guys about. By me going on camera, I found that more than ever, it helps me figure out the answer. I like talk myself to the answer. It's actually a really cool thing you guys could probably do yourself. If you don't have someone to talk to, just like record yourself, just think out loud. You know, think out loud. Don't speak it. Maybe speak it into the world. You'll notice too, as you speak, something about speaking makes you just feel a little more euphoric, a little more enthusiastic. I actually would do this in the mornings as part of my routine. I would pick up a book, and I would just pick out a passage of this like devotional. And I would just read it out loud. And by reading, this was from Napoleon Hill, he's like, read out loud for 10 minutes a day and see if that does not spark your enthusiasm. It's like, that's true, because you can like feel the words and embody that and just bring it forth. So that's a really cool thing I like to do. Let's see here. We want an ebook at 20K subs. You know, that's always been like to write a book, you got to think. I've probably met thousands of people in my life. Like, I don't know one person that has wrote a book. I know that our main man, what's his name? Philip Jezebesh. You guys know Philip, part of the Monk Mode group. He actually has his own YouTube channel. It's called The Stoic Body. He actually released an ebook. So him and Simland is a beast, guys. These guys talk about fasting, keto. They talk about everything to living a good life. I highly recommend you go check those two out. So The Stoic Body, you guys know what the Stoic philosophy is about. And then Simland is our guy. I think he's in is he from? I think he might be in Germany. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But yeah, both guys just like us trying to crush it. Elisha, for the benefit of the group, I have a question for you. When you first started lifting and you had major DOMs, how did you get past it and push on? Yeah, so DOMs, guys, for those delayed onset muscle soreness, they say it takes about 48 hours for your muscles to recover, and even if you're sore, like you can sort of continue to work out. For me, when I first started, like I was so in love with the pump, so in love with just the feeling that it gave me, and this is sort of what I'm rekindling now, that same fire. For a little while, it kind of went away. But your body is like capable of handling a mass amount of stress. So as you begin to work out, probably the first week or two, hitting legs for the first time, that like I know these leg workouts are pretty intense. They're not a very beginner thing, but beginners can do them. And what I hope that I want you to know is that as you're doing these workouts, you don't have to go balls out, every single set. All you have to do is just we're training more than our bodies, so we're training the mind just to complete the workout. Okay, so 4 sets on the squat, 2 to 3 reps. We'll do that. Maybe one or two of those sets can be really heavy, really pushing it, and then the other 2 can sort of be winding down a bit, getting into the next set. I found that as long as you get familiar with completing the workout, that's going to make it easier. That's going to make, and you're going to see, you're not going to be that sore. Sometimes you may feel sore before you actually go into the gym, and then once you go into the gym and you just start working out, you get the blood flowing, then it's like, okay, I wasn't that sore. I'm a little stiff. I need to stretch a bit. So I highly recommend too, because I don't think I talk about this enough, do the cardio. Ned, please add some cardio to this, probably 3 times a week, right? I didn't really lay out the foundation or the guidelines for cardio. I think that it's necessary for overall health to do about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of the stair stepper 3 to 4 times a week is going to give you insane results, dude. And more than just losing weight, like your quads, your glutes are going to become stronger. My calves really take a beating, and I've always had smaller legs. I've always been a little upper body dominant, or a lot. But going on the stair stepper has, I can feel that pump in my calves. So I really like that. They say that the people that do stair stepper, if you're like a treadmill junkie and you get on a stair stepper, it's a pretty tough challenge. So I like to do both, to be honest. Let's see. Those stiff leg deadlifts are killer. Absolutely, man. And again, with those, it's not about a mass amount of weight. It's like getting that form down, really feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. And yeah, those will build you a nice set of hammies. It's always weird to see someone with big hamstrings, because it's so rare. Everyone is quad dominant for the most part. We're doing these squats and whatnot, leg extensions, but you see a pair of hamstrings popping out of your jeans, and you're like, damn, that looks good. It's crazy. It seems like with the arms, right? You have this, usually we're bicep dominated in the tricep, but the tricep makes up, 70% of the upper arm. So you turn your arm like this, that's the same as a leg. So you think your hamstrings, same, look at the toes. Toes, right? This is an extension. This is the quadricep. This is the hamstring, calf, all does the same. Just turn it that way. And so it's almost like if you get huge biceps from curling, well then, I like to do some high volume leg curls. And just being dedicated to legs, man. It's so easy to skip them. Come on, it's so easy to be put calves at the end of the workout. Don't do them at all. So, let's see. Do you study attraction game for dating? Yeah, man, definitely. And not just game, but I think I study a lot from books like The Charisma Myth and The Like Switch. How to Win Friends and Influence People, classic book. The Game by Neil Strauss. So it's this combination of books that are, lend to that. I used to be real big into R.S.D. Tyler. Me and Nick, as you guys know, we would go out during the weekend and we would practice that. And what a cool thing that is, man, to like for a man, because a lot of us are raised, and we're raised by mothers that are really religious. You know, you can't have any girls over. I don't want you having a girlfriend. I don't want you having sex until you get married. You know, maybe a little more subtle than that. But so you kind of have this fear growing up. At least I did, right? So girls would come up to me in the lunchroom and talk to me. They would give me compliments. And I would just freak out. I was kind of shy. I didn't really know what to do. So as I began to learn about game and approaching girls, getting out of the comfort zone, you know, frame control, just closing, it helps you in every area of your life. It's just like you're stepping up huge. You're taking a huge leap in confidence if you can begin to conquer that. Because for a lot of us, love is confusing. Girls are confusing. Everyone's problems with love seem to be similar but also unique, right? Long distance love, relationship, how to get the girl interested in you, how to get the girl, you know, to stop clinging so much, how to have a better relationship. So you start to learn that, and it solves a lot of problems for a young man. And again, that in the King's Court this month, we're actually talking all about that. We're going all into game theory because I think it's so important. Sales, if any of you guys are in sales or ever want to be, sales is very, very similar to game. Like taking the lead, closing, holding your frame, not backing down, being kind, not being a weirdo, not being a psycho, being authentic helps. And yeah, let's see. Big hams, not aesthetic.
And he has one?
You know, not, yeah, for sure. I mean, who has big hams though? I mean, you know, once you get into Mr. Olympia, sure, but like, then everything's big. Hamstrings are definitely aesthetic, bro. You drop your drawers, you see a pair of hammies, definitely. All right, Luke McDonald said, let my career take over in 2017 and gained a shitload of fat, and I'm the biggest I've ever been. Going to make 2018 the year I become my absolute best version of myself. What are 3 things to prioritize? Okay, yeah, man. I mean, you know, some actionable steps. Like I said, we're talking about routine. Get your routine together. Pick 3 things and just do those 3 things every morning. Try to wake up on time, okay? Try to wake up whenever's good for you. I like to say 8, 7, or 6. Like one of those 3. Some people say wake up at 4:30. I don't really see the point in that, but you want to make sure you get enough sleep, okay? Early bird gets the worm. Early to rise, healthy, wealthy, and wise, okay? So wake up early. I would start intermittent fasting if I was you. The quickest way is to start intermittent fasting. Many of you guys know what this is. I would start a standard 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating window protocol. And I would also combine that with, actually all of you guys with phones right now, download this app. This app is going to change your life. Ned can attest to this. Ned Campbell, if you can just post or Luis Garcia, if you guys can post the app in the chat, Lifesum. All right, Lifesum. Now it might be a little, I don't know if iOS users have this. I'm pretty sure you do though. Lifesum. Maybe you don't have it. Download MyFitnessPal. The thing about macros, we've been hammering on this too in the group. If you can track what you're eating, I'm hesitant about this. And George in the chat, you know, George is my friend, and he gave me he sort of beat me up about it. He was like, dude, start tracking. You know why you're not making progress? Because you're not tracking, okay? You can't fine-tune your diet if you're not, you know, you don't know what you're eating. You know why you feel weak some days? Because you're not eating enough calories. And it's not just the ancient calorie restriction. No, it's like, okay, making sure to get enough carbs, to get enough fat, to get enough protein, and, you know, the right calories, okay? So I would start counting your macros immediately, combined with intermittent fasting, and 3 to 4 days where you're doing about 15 to 20 minutes of high intensity interval training cardio. Or just, 20 minutes of the stair stepper, 15 to 20 minutes. That right there is going to get you to lose weight, probably all of the weight that you gained in the last year in about 2 months. You're going to lose a lot of the water first. You're going to feel better. Probably about 2 months, bro. You be consistent for 60 days. It's going to change your life. All right? Okay, and the third thing, I gave you two. Wake up on time. Start intermittent fasting. Now the third thing, and everyone can take away from this, meditation. All right? I've talked about meditation, but I do not talk about meditation enough. Meditation is the thing that you do that enhances everything else that you do. It's like the meta skill. It's like the thing that's in the center that by doing that, everything else is easier. Everything else changes. We talked on this, previous podcast, previous video about the one thing. What's the one thing that you can do that makes everything else easier or necessary? And that's a pretty tough question. Okay, for some of you in business, it's, maybe getting a product, right? It'd be easier. Or getting your social media up. For those of you in school, doing your damn homework. It's not always that simple, okay? For many of us, we're just kind of in this rut. We got a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Meditation will make everything easier or necessary, okay? I'm telling you, Sam Harris put it really good. Sam Harris, guy that, the moral animal, is that right? I don't think it's a moral animal. That's a different guy. Or Waking Up, he wrote. He had that debate with Jordan Peterson. He said that I've seen poor men and women that are extremely happy. He said I've seen rich men and women that are extremely depressed. And it all comes down to your mindset. Your mindset is responsible for the way that you make other people feel because your actions impact the world. Okay? Something like that. Something along those lines. He said at the end of it, so it makes sense to train your brain. That's exactly what meditation does, guys. I want you, if you take anything away from this, let's say your routine's already fine-tuned. Let's start meditating together. All right? We're going to start doing it first for like a minute. All you got to do is sit down in the morning for a minute. If you don't have a meditation guide, I have some on my channel. But it's very easy. Just look up guided meditation, Zen meditation. There's a lot of different apps out there. But the spillover effect from learning to meditate is so powerful, so huge. It actually, hundreds of studies have been done that you cannot argue with, that show proof that it changes the way your brain thinks. All right? All of us have this sort of old crocodile brain, and it responds with fight or flight to many of the stimulus in life. Okay, we see something that makes us afraid. You start meditating, it like shrinks that. I think it's the amygdala, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it definitely changes the brain. It makes you more at peace. And just makes life more enjoyable. Part of the reasons we're all stressed out is because we don't know what to focus on. That's what training your mind does. It's, okay, this is not important. And then you become aware of like when you're not present because you're so familiar with being present that when you catch yourself scrolling randomly down Facebook or on the internet, it's like, hold on, I'm not present, my mind's somewhere, like I'm all over the place. Let me just bring it back. And eventually, that just becomes like more of your natural state. And it impacts the way you think, and you start to become aware of your thoughts. I'm feeling a little down today. Well, change it. Easy, right? Easier said than done, but mindfulness meditation is a great thing. Can you pull up the comments for me? I'm going to read you guys something real quick. MRI scans show that after an 8-week course of mindfulness practice, the brain's fight or flight center, the amygdala, appears to shrink. The primal region of the brain associated with fear and emotion is involved in the initiation of the body's response to stress. That's it, man. That's it. How do you breathe when you meditate? I have been told Breathe in through the nose. Can you pull it up to, I think it was Goku Blacks. Yeah, Headspace, highly recommend that. I think the guy's Australian, has a really, soothing Aussie accent. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. Just really, really nice. You can start doing that. Find a trigger. That really helped me. So one of my triggers is when I wake up in the morning, I set the pot for coffee. Now I've timed it, and it takes roughly 10 minutes. So as the water is boiling, maybe like tea, coffee, whatever, sit down and just meditate until the little whistle goes. And that way you're in that habit. It's like Pavlov's dogs, but now it's like you're training your mind. Really, really cool. Let's see. Float Spa. Dude, Greg, I just wanted to thank you, bro. You've been like a huge inspiration throughout this last year. You probably were here longer than that, I think. But I love your channel. I love what you're doing. Out of a lot of the NoFap community, you're probably one of the more positive guys. You seem to be, have your shit together and be really wise and just like a really positive role model for a lot of young men, including myself. And I just want to thank you, bro. Guys, if you want, Greg, right there in the comments, check out his channel. Huge inspiration, all right? I can't wait to see him grow. I think he's at like 2,000 something subs right now. Let's make him go to infinity and beyond. That would be awesome. Okay, so another devotional that I would recommend to read other than Motivationals, that is by far a book that I would put in my top 5 books. Motivationals, Brett and Kate McKay from The Art of Manliness created that book. It's a gem. You can read this book every morning, and it has the 7 virtues: honor, courage, strength, industry. Yeah, really good. Highly recommend that. Now, if you need something new, you can't go wrong with Marcus Aurelius Meditations. I mean, Marcus tells it like it is, straight up, no BS. Doesn't care if you feel good or not. Very stoic look on life. This is how it is. If you're fighting that, well, you're gonna suffer. Real simple. So definitely Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. I know some of you guys probably pray, which is another great thing in place of meditation. If you're religious, taking just the discipline to silence your mind and focus. Focus. There's an old quote. It's like, I think it's intelligence or knowledge is like not how much you know, but how much knowing not to focus on, like knowing what not to focus on. And more than ever, right, we're bombarded. So honoring, I love mornings because they're peaceful. You're usually alone. The birds are coming out chirping. You got a book in hand. You're at peace, right? And then you can sort of, okay, so that's how it is. That's how my mind is. It's a great feeling. I would get a nice salt lamp too, guys. If you're gonna go embark on the journey, the salt lamp is a nice aid for the young warrior by the campfire. Let's see. Let's read one of these. I used to be quite funny, but I started working out every day for 2 hours and created a warrior mentality, and I lost my humor. That's a good question. All right, thanks for writing that, Brandon. Now, first of all, dude, do you need to work out for 2 hours a day? Just, I don't know, maybe you could cut that down for an hour and then do something else with an hour. A lot of times when there's a cool quote, it's like whenever, like the poet loses his poetry when he's in business, something like that. Like when you get so focused on hitting your goals and crushing it, and you take on this hard warrior spirit all the time, it's like it's hard to be soft. It's hard to be like a child, because a child's energy is all over the place. It's hard to sort of rein it in and focus. It's like, sit down, buddy, right? That's another thing meditation can do. But I know what you're saying, and I think more than ever, 2017, a lot of men are forced to sort of put on that warrior skin and be in it all the time. Like all the time, you feel like you're in this warrior skin. It's hard. You got a lot going on, okay? And there's never any chance to really take it off and relax. And so I found, like, I have a hard time relaxing. I find that when I do relax, it makes everything else better. Not just relax. I'm not saying like relaxing to TV, but reading can be relaxing, or just being alone can be relaxing. All this morning routine is relaxing. We're constantly on the go, constantly have a lot of worries. So I think that as you begin to stop caring so much, but to like care, but also to not be so hard as to like everything that comes in your way is an obstacle, and you gotta learn to laugh at life. You gotta learn to have fun. And if you're not having fun, what's the point of doing it? Life is not worth living if you're not having fun. So, because one day you're gonna be old and gray, you're gonna wish, man, you had not chased like the wrong things. So, hell yeah, Alex, hell yeah. Ned said, just sitting in a silent room and no noise chills me out when I am hyper. Fuabra is in the house. He brought the beers. Goku Black, have you ever had multiple girlfriends at the same time? I've never had multiple girlfriends at the same time, but there was a point where I had like 4 girls that I was talking to. And I'll tell you what, guys, if you're single and you can get in this position where you have about, I like to say anything 3 or over. I'm kind of I'm pulling this number out. Cheers. Because once, this girl's going to give you shit, right? She's on her period. And this is going to come around every week. So now you have a period for every week if you have 4, okay? So that comes, you're like, see ya, girl. You go to the next girl's house. She's cooking you dinner. She's Italian, so there's pasta, right? She's cooking you dinner. This girl has a Nintendo Wii with the new Zelda, okay? She also has access to internet, right? So you're going over this girl's house after you eat the pasta from this girl. Then this girl, the number 4, what does she have? She's got, she's just super into yoga. She does a lot of yoga. She's always stretching. She's the most flexible girl you ever met. You've eaten pasta, you've played Zelda, and now you're doing yoga. That's a good day, right? So I'm telling you, the more girls you have too, it's like, now you don't gotta be set on, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck as many girls as possible. But no, having them as friends, feminine energy can keep you, bro. Like you said, you lost your warrior, you're just too warrior all the time. A woman will make you lighten up. You need that feminine energy. David Dita talks about, the masculine on his purpose, and that just attracts the women. But then the women come into your life to sort of, ooh, baby, come here, let me hug you, let me massage you, let me make you dinner. And so you do need that. But, some girls are just gonna give you shit, bro. And the more needy that you are, like if you got one girl, you're gonna start thinking weird thoughts. The mind starts drifting all over the place. You start thinking really weird thoughts. What's she doing on a Saturday night? Who's she hanging out with? What's going on in her phone? Right? You get this girl, you get another one introduced. Now it's like, okay, the blow isn't as bad. Because this girl's hitting you up saying, baby, you're beautiful, come on over. So I highly recommend that if you're single, savor it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great experience. Women are a great experience, highly motivating. I think that if you have that, you'll be very motivated. Well, you said it on with one girl. A lot of times you see what happens to little guys that got a girl, right, for too long. They get fat. They let themselves go. they're unhappy. And I'll tell you what, guys, another thing that I think this was it was a Nobel Prize winner, Dan something, maybe. Anyway, he said that unhappiness is usually associated with like thinking a lot. Okay, like always thinking, always letting your brain wander. Thinking all the time, brain's always wandering all over the place. You're not really happy. And what happens when you got a girl, your brain, one girl that you don't fully trust is all over the place. You fear of losing her, right? You want abundance. So, I know I'm going in on this topic, but it's a damn good topic. So, then your brain doesn't have to wander all the time. And even for yourself, don't let your brain wander too much. How do you do that? Exercise it with meditation. My buddy just handed me this book. It's called Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. Pretty straightforward. The frog is what you don't want to do. You got to eat the damn frog. All right? And can you highlight that again? If you had some time, read... Oh. Right on, bro. Hell yeah. What book would you recommend teenage guys read, fiction or nonfiction? Teenage guys, okay, read nonfiction. That I found myself that when I was a young teenage boy, I just thought that it was really important to read as many books as possible, and like it was gonna help me, and it does help you. Okay, reading in general is just really healthy for the mind. We know that most people don't read. Most people do not finish even a book a year. You do not want to be those people. Usually they're unhappy and they're poor and they're not going anywhere, okay? But as you begin to grow, for instance, when I started working out, you know what book I bought first? I bought Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, and I read that front to back. And then right after that, I bought the Modern Day Encyclopedia, and I read that front to back because it was important to me, and it lended itself to what I was doing at the time. Now, if you're reading about, you're 17 years old, you don't have any followers, you don't have any business. It's like if you're reading a business book, it kind of goes in one ear and out the other because you're not really taking actionable steps. Now, again, it can be good because it's still in there and it gives you a lot of good advice, and maybe it will spark that inspiration for you to take the action to start something. But if you're reading a book that's talking about products and stuff, about selling the product, how to price your product, and you don't have a product, it's like maybe just try to pick books that apply to what you're trying to do. But there's so many different books out there. I wouldn't just read self-help. I wouldn't just read self-development, right? One or two, you get the basic idea. I wouldn't just read business books. I like to do a combination of a bunch of books, okay? And I would not say, don't be afraid to read fiction. But read, there's a lot of really good fiction, guys. You hear me talk about The Name of the Wind. Listen, stories are powerful. Stories are really powerful. I grew up reading the Bible, right? Some of you can say that's fiction. That book changed my life, okay? So, you may not have to believe anything, but the best way we learn is through stories. Like, you probably won't remember a lot of stuff I say, but some of the times when we tell stories, that's exactly how we learn. We learn how to function within the world. We learn how people interact. We learn how to think. So I really wouldn't discount fiction too much, but have a really healthy balance, man. You want to read books that are helping push you forward further in what you're doing and give you new thoughts from people you've never heard before, from thoughts like no one's ever told you before, because your parents are bad with money. Like, my parents were real bad with money. So I shouldn't take advice from my parents or the people at school, and need to read a book about money to learn how to do that. Get your ideas from people that are 10 times better than you. It's very important, okay? Would you recommend the Bible to a non-Christian? Yeah, sure. What I would recommend more, to be honest, right now, is to watch Jordan Peterson's whole Bible series. A lot of you guys know about that. Because he breaks down, this guy has done hours and hours of studying the Bible, and he breaks it down. It's a beautifully done series. He's still in the process of doing it. But there's just so much depth there. I think you would really like it. As a Man Thinketh, James Allen, 54 minutes audiobook on YouTube. Probably one of my favorite books. You know, the man is the master gardener of his mind. What you plant in the garden, you're going to reap. Very, very important to think. And Think and Grow Rich, bro. Gemini. I never have read Think and Grow Rich. Is that by Napoleon Hill?
Yeah. You read it. It's a little book.
No, I don't think I read that one.
Yeah.
I read the 13 Master Keys.
I think I
13 Master Keys by Napoleon Hill. That, you know, I like Napoleon. I like, you know, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Jean. Like, all these books are really good, but a lot of them are saying the same thing, just different ways. Like, I would rather probably read James Allen than Napoleon's Think and Grow Rich. But read both of them, dude. I don't know. Don't listen to me on that. You gotta just start reading. If you're reading, you're building that habit, good. I've been hyping myself up with your videos. I've done so much shit today that I can't even believe in myself. Herbert, I love you, bro. I'm glad you're doing good. It's probably pretty late from when we used to do the live video game streams. I remember this was kind of, it's like pretty late. All right, hold on a second, guys. How to start from nothing, no friends, still living at home at 20 with aspirations of a career and body goals. Take girls out the equation because I'm confused. All right, bro. Come on, surely something's something gets you up in the morning. You know, like we said, what? Something you gotta know something you want to do. What do you like? I really gotta use the bathroom, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I can't even think. I'll be right back. Nick, you wanna take over? Keep it anything. All right.
Lucas?
Had to get a little fat. All right, we're back. Okay, bro. Let me tell you, and I was relieving myself. I had a thought. You should start with working out. Okay, you should start with hitting that body goal because you set it right up there. So that means it's important to you, and it means that you've neglected that for a while now, okay? It's something that you know you can do, but you haven't been doing, and that by you not really hitting that goal, you know, the dopamine in your brain, the motivation, things aren't as bright. Life doesn't seem as meaningful because this is important to you, bro. Health is wealth. Health is everything. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up, you should join my Monk Mode box, okay? I created that for guys like you. I created that, and it's $20, dude. I'm just gonna tell you guys straight out, a lot of you need to just join my new program at monkmodebox.com. If you want to work out, I've got an entire workout for you, okay? There's other men, and you get access to the new tribe. If you want to do NoFap, there's other guys in there doing NoFap, holding each other accountable. It's like, just start a routine. You need that in your life. If you don't have a routine in your life, if you're not being consistent with your macros, if you're not doing your workouts, your health is just going to kind of, right? So hit that goal, Write a goal down. Write it out right. I want to see your guys' goal right now. Right. A lot of you guys, tell me your weight goal. The guy who, what was his name? It wasn't Gemini. But tell me your goal for weight. What do you weigh now? See it. Put it up. Get out a piece of paper. Look, I'm going to do it myself, dude. Get out a piece of paper. Let's write goals together, okay? Tom Jacobs, okay. Brolo said 200 in 2018. Well, what do you weigh now? Realistic, okay? Don't say I'm 300 pounds, I want to be 200 pounds. Fine. That's the overarching goal. You want to cross the bridge, okay? You're not jumping the bridge. We don't got a cannon. We're jumping, right? You got to go through the journey. This is where the journey begins. Put it on paper, okay? 255%. Jesus Christ. Ronnie Coleman. Bro, Herbert, listen, bro. We've been dudes for a long time. You've been skeptical about it. Come on, bro. I will give you your fucking money back. I don't need your money. I created this so we can all do it together. Many of you are not working out, okay? You need to start working out. Let's do this, okay? That's all I have to say about that. So, 307, I want to be 295. Attainable. That is going to happen, dude. Okay? That's going to happen. That's 12 pounds in a month and a half. Hell yeah. All right, I'll tell you what. Game plan for that. Flope. You got to be careful with Thanksgiving and with Christmas. This is a time. You got to be prepared, bro. Don't leave it to your willpower. I'm sure you got a great willpower, dude. Don't leave it to your willpower. If you really want to hit that goal, you just put it down. It's written in stone. It's on the internet. It's even more prominent than stone. Okay? If you don't hit that, I'm telling you, it's not going to be the same. You got to hit that goal. Okay? Watch out for the food. Keep going, though. Even if you don't hit it. I'm still backing you up. All right, at 158, hold on. Go back up real quick, please. I want to be moved out and have a job early 2018. Listen, move out. Really important. Take the leap of faith. Maybe not all of you need to do this. Don't just move out tonight. You start moving your stuff out because I said so. Don't do that. Go online and find places that are close to you. If you're not going to school, maybe you can find a cheap dorm. Maybe you can find someone to room with. I lived with roommates for years. Okay, I had to suck it up. Had a shitty little room in a dungeon of a basement. Literally, a dungeon. You can get a roommate. Helpful. Thing about roommates is that you start hating each other. Okay, for the most part. Someone leaves their dishes out. Someone eats someone's food. You know, someone brings a girl over. They're fucking in the room, making too much noise. It's hectic. It's chaotic. But you can be tactful about it. You can use it for your purpose. Okay? I would say, go online. So there's some apartments that are like $500. It's like one room, a bathroom, a little place to cook, maybe put a little table. I live there. Okay? I know how it is. All right? That's a good place to start. That's motivating. The motivation comes from being there, from like knowing that this is just the beginning. Some of you guys need that to get out of your damn house. I'm telling you, nothing lights a fire under your ass more than having to go pay your electric bill. Having to go pay your electric bill, how to go sign up for a new gym, how to go and turn your water on. You got to talk to the city. Oh, hey, can you send a guy over here to set up internet for me? No, you've just been using your damn internet from the house the whole time, right? Now I gotta get a modem. I gotta get the guy over here. Tell him to come on. It's like, yeah, that's tough. It's a little scary. You might be nervous ordering pizzas. Try doing this. I'm moving out in January. Yeah, guys. For many of you. No, George just moved out. Go back real quick for me. Go back down, a little bit down. The guy that said California. I heard that no one in California calls it Cali. Like that's just an east side thing. No one calls it Cali. It's hard to move out while living in Southern California is so expensive here. I feel you, bro. I'm sure it is. But don't you make a little bit more for minimum wage? I mean, I'm sure taxes are probably high. Luke Johnson, $5.50 to live by myself, and I am content with it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, once you get there, then it's more of like getting your mind right. You don't got a mom to keep the room clean, so you got to keep your own room clean, right? You want to be at peace. Maybe challenging yourself, looking for different jobs. That can be scary. All it takes is you getting online and seeing what's out there. I mean, a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, are overworking and being underpaid. I'm telling you right now. A lot of you guys are smarter than the general population, and you're working these jobs, minimum wage. You're sitting there, you're getting bad posture. You're not using your mind to its even like a little bit of its capacity. And I'm telling you, it's scary to change because we're comfortable. It's like being in a long-term relationship, right? It's easier to stay than deal with the pain of breaking up. We don't want to go through it. I'm telling you, for a lot of you though, even if you might have to lay down your pride. Oh, well, being a server is beneath me. Man, that ain't beneath you. No, it's not beneath you. Beneath you is living in the same thing, being unhappy forever, right? Not making enough cash. You need some cash. Trust me, life is way better with a little bit of cash in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there where I was driving with a car that's breaking down around every turn. It's not fun. And then you become like this Machiavelli person because you're trying to, always maneuver the system, always try to get things to work out for your own benefit. You stop caring about, you can't help anyone when you're poor. It sucks. It's not fun. All right. So be a server, dude. Be a server, probably somewhere not like Denny's. You probably want a little bit of higher class. Why? They got more money. Okay, people that got more money, you treat them right, they like that. People really like that. I'm telling you, people that have more money are not going to be, a lot of people think they're stingy. When it comes to like helping people, they see you, working hard, smile on your face, you're a nice person. Read How to Win Friends and Influence People. Join me on the King's Court this month. Learn social dynamics. You're going to make a shit ton of money. Okay? Very important. What are some other good jobs? Talked about this the other day. One guy said lifeguarding. That's cool. It might be a little boring though. And bad for your skin, right? Lifeguarding is cool. Paramedic is probably a challenging job. I've heard some really young men have said that that's a really great job. A really great, in flow, busy. If you can do this, if you want to be a firefighter and you're like a teenager, start training now. Get your body healthy as can be. Lose the extra fat. And start learning social skills. I'm telling you, if you want to be a firefighter, I know too many guys. They got a decent, they're in okay shape. They can run a mile, pretty good time, 2 miles. They don't know how to talk to people. They're not likable. Guys, likability is huge. You want to be a likable person. There's a few things that go into making you a likable person. Some people have it, some people don't. And this isn't just something you're born with. It's not. Anyone can learn it. You're not born charismatic. You're not like a god, right? You're not. There's things that you're doing that are making people like you and want to help you, want to give you more money, want to say, here, let me take you under my wing and be a mentor for you. But some people just don't even talk to people. Some people don't care to be, a nice person. They're just so filled with themselves, so concerned about only them, that they can't take the time to listen to the older gentleman's problems, or the older woman's that you're walking down the street and there's an old woman on the side. You can't really listen to her stories because you're too in a rush. It's like, dude, chill out, right? Chill out. Stop caring about only yourself. That was a huge lesson for me. If y'all want a challenge in your lives, go study some kind of engineering. I recommend it to every male here that has interest in math and physics. NoFap isn't even that hard. I'm gonna really touch on this real quick because another huge question that I get is, Elisha, what do I do about porn and NoFap? I want to go no PMO. How do I do it? Look, listen, guys. When you get in the habit of watching porn, you've made a fantasy realm inside of your mind, okay? And you've made this fantasy, it's no longer even about just the sex, okay? It's not even pleasure. It's about the fantasy you get of women. I think the real, a huge danger, an unspoken danger of porn is that it makes us look at women as like these objects that must be pleasured. And so I'm not even saying just sexual, like if you want to bring down males, give them porn and then like send them out into the world. And these guys, I've seen it firsthand myself. It's like you care more. It's like weirdly about like a woman's pleasure. Like that's the only thing that matters. And then, you don't do it yourself. So what do? You go and watch it being done on camera, like on Pornhub. And so what I recommend doing is that when you get the urge, you have something porn, big booty, fake tits, hot cognition, right? You can probably feel it. You're getting hot right now. Fuck, he's triggering me. But then you can also look at it as like two people, flesh on flesh, naked skin, probably has a little bit of, when you wipe your butt and you have toilet paper still on your butt and you need to wipe, you need to take a shower. They probably got that. There's some not nasty, just bodily fluids coming out, sweaty, noises. It's not really hot, right? That's a cold cognition. So when we think about porn, we get all hot and it starts affecting us. It's embodying us. We're becoming this lustful thing. When you look at it like it was Epictetus said, it was like, look at what is sex? No more than just the groin rubbing on another groin, or the blood and the skin, the flesh. It's like, who's gonna get hard to that? So when you look at wine, think about how people think of wine as this expensive drink, high status. It's fucking sour grapes, right? We put all this value on things, but it's just the fantasy we build in our head, dude. I'm telling you, guys, that stuff, for me, you will get to a place where you are so happy with where you're going in life, you feel powerful, you're strong, it doesn't even become a thing. Like really, this NoFap thing, it just fades. You enter a new level of being, and then you're using that energy for more. So stay strong, bros. I really want you to, I really want you to make it. And if you're struggling with that, I know it can be hard. It can be super difficult. All right. Can you, I've seen these. Guys, one more question. Did we read to a giveaway? Yeah? Hello? Giveaway?
What about it?
Think it's time?
Sure.
Guys, we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna wrap this video up. Thanks for hanging out, man. This was fun. Check it out. We already gave 2 of these away. Guys that were in here, yours is in the mail. It's being shipped to you, okay? We're giving away Gaia herbs. Now, what I need you to do, if you win this sucker, you need to send me your address. Either you DM me through my Instagram. Can you go ahead and post my Instagram up there, please? I'm going to give you guys here's my Instagram, okay? You can hit me up in a DM, or you can go into Monk Mode group. You can send me a personal message. That simple.
I would rather email support and
Okay, actually, what you should do too is email support@monkmodebox.com. Alright? Not com. Email at support@monkmode. Okay. He'll put it up here. There it is. I need some ashwagandha to lose my damn brain. Okay. So, what should we do for this? Any ideas?
Whatever you want.
Let's see. I wanna make this good. I don't think it's working, bro, in the Facebook Live.
What?
It hasn't, like, no one's been. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, guys. So, of those of you who do not know this, ashwagandha, great supplement. Highly recommend it. Now, I'm telling you, you take it, you're not gonna feel something right away. You're not probably gonna feel anything. This stuff is going to help your body adapt to stress. It's going to help you become a beast, okay? When you just feel calm in areas where you don't, it's not that it makes you feel stimulated, but in times where you're stressed usually, this stuff will help you be more calm and level-headed. You combine this with meditation, start working out, I'm telling you, you'll enter God mode. Okay, so I'm thinking of a number. How many people?
That's a question, bro.
I don't know what question to ask them.
Something that you talked
Sure.
about. It's only fair for people who were in it the whole time.
Yeah, bro, you are a beast. I mean, you gotta eat food. You can't be a beast without eating food. Ashwagandha is just an herb. You don't have to take this, but it's an ancient root. An ancient herb. So. Okay, who can tell me the name? Who can tell me the name? And, you know, this may be a trick question because I think I might have got it wrong. So you might have to get Google ready. I'll give you a second. Who can tell me the name of the guy that said that wine, instead of looking at wine as like a luxurious thing, look at it as like sour grapes? Whoever can tell me that first. Famous philosopher is going to win this. Wrong. 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 Close. Come on. Google, bro. Google, I know, is going to help you out. Who said, right, instead of...
People aren't on their phones and stuff.
Yeah.
Just on their
I think that might be it. I think Lucas got it. Yeah, hold on, Lucas. I think you might be on the money, bro. I don't even know the damn answer. Yeah, man, hold on a second. We're looking.
Bro, I have no idea.
Let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Johnny Sins.
Yeah.
Trick question, Herbert. I don't need your own shit, buddy.
Bro, no one knows it.
He got it right with this. All right, okay,
guess.
we're gonna change it. It's gonna be the one that was previous. Instead of, it says, look upon the flesh as two bones rubbing against each other, pelvis muscle, blood, you know, liquid, fluid, when the act of sex. Who said the act of sex is like that? Look upon it like this. You got, go ahead, first person.
Do you know?
Yes, I do know this.
Well, what is it so I can see the chat?
Hey, look it up. Wrong. No, bro, I don't. Come on, guys, who said that? I know one of you is gonna. It's easy. This is super easy. Pornhub owner.
Bro, you couldn't just say what's the name of the new
Bro,
month.
let me do what I want to do.
What the last month
Let me do what I
was.
want to do. What the last month?
What the journey was called.
Alright, guys. This is going to be it. I'm going to change the question. Alright, what was the name of the first month of the monk mode box? What is that called? Dad got it. You're on it. You're on it, bro. Dad's got it. It's gonna go to Dat Fanta. Nice job, dude. Man, you were quick. Strike like a snake. Tommy, what's up, homie? Good to see you, man.
I'm surprised no one put the Hero's Journey.
Hero's Journey, we're gonna ride with that. Yeah, bro, hit me up on support@monkmodebox.com. Guys, if you want to join all of us in the new group and get a killer workout routine, go check out my new program. It's called monkmodebox.com. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. You just hit me an email. If you want to take it to the next level, join me. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go eat. I'm feeling great. It was a good talk. I loved it. Thanks, guys, for coming on. I feel inspired. Let's have a great, today's Saturday. Man, maybe go out, right? You're feeling pumped up, feeling good. Drink a little water. If you went for a workout today, you're already in a good state of mind. Maybe drink a couple glasses of water. Maybe go for a walk, do a little reading. Go out tonight. Treat yourself. Go out with the boys. Pick up a few chicks. Have fun. Guys, I will see you very soon. I love you. Again, thanks for helping me hit 15K subs. Look, man, changed my life. I love you guys. Peace. And that's what